One of the other objections we get from folks, or questions that we get from house sellers, is that they're totally down with the idea of getting more money for their house. They don't even really mind getting monthly payments on it, but they're concerned about being able to get another house. They got to get the equity out of this house in order to buy another, or to put a down payment on another house. So we get asked that question quite frequently. And the way we generally answer that is to let them know that, hey, why don't you use the money that you're not paying on the mortgage on this house, because I'm going to be paying that for you, and use that to rent a house, an even better house. Oftentimes, the amount of money that people are paying on their current house, they could get an even better house at that same amount of money when you consider principal, interest, taxes, insurance, HOA. You can rent a better house for less. And I'll offer to show them houses where they can rent for a period of time until we cash them out in full on their other house. And then if they want to buy again, they can go ahead and do that. But that makes a lot of sense, because look at what the alternative is to pay tens of thousands of dollars to a realtor. For what reason? All you got to do is be a little bit patient, and you don't have to pay those fees. That effectively pays for a year of renting a beautiful house for you, not having to pay those commissions. Now, if somebody pushes back even further on that and is like, no, I've got to get my money out of this house. I just have to get my money out of this house. Okay, well, one of the other things that we can do is you can actually get your money out of this house by refinancing it. So refinance the house, get the equity out of it, and then we'll just take over the payments on that new loan that you put in place until we pay that off in full down the line. In other words, we'll make the payments on that and then pay it off in full once we're ready to come in and refinance that refinance off. So that would be another way to do it. The third way that we approach this is, well, look, if you got to have that big of a down payment, I'm not saying that we can't get it. What I suggest we do is let's write up the terms that you're willing to do, and then let me go out to my market of buyers. I need to have an agreement with you, right? Because it gives me an equitable interest in the property, allows me to go out and attract my buyer for the house. So let's write it up the way you want it, with this much down, and then I'll go out and see what my market brings. And if I can beat that, then we'll close right away. If I get something that's close, then maybe we renegotiate it, and it'll be entirely your decision on what to do next. Is that a fair solution to the problem? So you have several solutions to the problem of how can I get another house if I don't get my money out of this one. And it's just a matter of going through those alternatives with the seller and letting them determine what's best for them. So hey there, if you liked what you heard here, there's a lot more to the story. I gave you a macro picture of what's going on, but sometimes you got to dig down into the micro details to really get deals done. And what I can tell you is trying to do real estate from just videos like this alone is hazardous to your health and probably hazardous to your pocketbook. So go ahead and book a strategy call with me so we can find out if this is a good fit, and so that I can show you what this would entail for you and what things could look like financially for you in the future. I hope to see you on a call soon.